How you doing there, folks? Mighty fine to see you. It's me, Ricky Joe Bobby Earnhardt, here back with you at the Place to Be Reviews. Now, I bet you're wondering, Ricky Joe Bobby Earnhardt, what are you doing here on a Wednesday night? Well, Etep said the response to my introduction from Saturday night's main event was so good, so resoundingly positive, that he brought me back once again to introduce to you the #1 show on Wednesday nights in all of YouTube. No matter how big or small the channel is, much like my intellect, it perseveres through all circumstances. This is, ladies and gentlemen, Holy Shit News. My trailer park might be featured on here soon. Back to you in the studio, Etep. Yes, and before I go, Etep, I do have one more thing to say to AngelousDraven. Draven, goddammit, would you lay off those retarded girls? Jesus Christ, you're crazier than a hog in a pen of slop during feeding time. Back to you, Etep.
And I just realized I look like David fucking Koresh almost in there. Jesus Christ.
Jesus told
Yes, sir, we promised you a great man here tonight.
Andre, the China
WrestleMania!
Hulkamania is running wild.
Jesus told me yesterday he promised you.
It's not our world is watching.
We're live,
Ladies
pal.
and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty.
Well, I'm headed down the southern trail. I'm going chicken hunting, chopping redneck chicken necks. I ain't saying nothing to that hillbilly. Stick my barrel in his eye. Boom shaka, head chunks in the sky. Why? I never liked chicken pot pie or a chopped chicken on rye. Tell Mr. Willie Bubba I'ma cut his neck up. Chop, chop, there you go, scare cut. What do you do with a drunken hillbilly? Cut his fucking eyes out and feed him to his Aunt Tilly. Yeah.
Are you ready? Are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Holy shit! Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I don't know. Were you thinking, holy shit, a swordfish almost went through my head?
Holy shit! Holy shit! And all the assholes want us to shit all over everything. Holy shit!
Where's the Tylenol?
Good Wednesday evening. It is he, it is me, P-double-D, Etep Wakuian from the Place to Be Reviews, right back here with all of yous. Holy Shit News, episode number 32. We've got some fun planned for you tonight, folks. It's, you guys know what we do. We have a limited amount of Florida Man, but we'll make up for it in other aspects, much like Big Ange, one of our panelists here tonight. He can overcompensate for any scenario, any situation. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the one, the only, Big Ange.
This motherfucker. Hey, yo. No. How's it going, everybody? I'm looking forward to this episode of Holy Shit News. Should be a good one. And then I'm looking forward to some wrestling afterwards.
I can't wait for some twinkle toes.
We're not getting any Kenny Omega tonight.
No?
And no, apparently Punk is rumored to be there.
Oh, so that little fucking
That little
won't
bitch.
even be in the building.
Yeah, that little bitch won't even be in the building.
No, No Hardly Boys, no Young Bucks, goddamn, no Twinkle Toes, shit. This might be a good show after all, Brian fucking Last.
Hell, even Cornette thought Collision was good. He's like, whoever the hell they or no, was it him or Bischoff that were like, whoever the hell they had right, and Bischoff even praised it too. He's like, whoever the hell they had right in that shit Wednesday or booking it, like, keep them doing what they're doing.
Shows they can do it right.
He's like, it was probably TK, but I don't think so.
He did. There's not enough good cocaine left in the world to make him book that well.
Yeah.
No.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, Big Ange. We appreciate it. He's I reckon. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, he's making his return for a second week in a row. He's so all powerful. Adam didn't even show up. You know what? We'll just give him Adam's intro tonight just for fun. Just for fun, just because Adam's not here. Here we go. Fuck it. Ryan's here from Legion Talks, Legion Gaming, and Legion, folks.
We'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe is there.
Thanks, man. Adam must be scared. I don't know. But no, it's good to be here, man. I just some of these topics are going to be interesting. Especially the one with Samuel L. Jackson. Just got done watching episode 1 of Secret Invasion, and I'm a little amped up because holy shit, what a piece of shit. So thanks for having me.
You're welcome, man.
I managed to fuck it up in a matter of 52 minutes already. One episode is already fucked up.
Oh, wow. God.
Yeah, that's a record. It's a record. I can't do it anymore. I'm so
they could. Damn. They couldn't even make it through an episode. They're like, you know what?
They couldn't even make it through one fucking episode.
Jesus Christ. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, I see him backstage, and we do have an intro for him as well. So here we go. It's CJP.
Each leap brings us closer to God. Catch me, Lord, catch me. Wait. Oh, what have we done to make God angry? You did it.
It is me. It's CJP. I apologize for being a wee bit late. Practice ran long. Had to cram some dinner down my gullet. But I'm glad to be here. Glad to do some funny ass news, and hopefully you come away with a little bit of more knowledge and a lot more love.
Really gay, dude. That's really gay.
Well, it's Pride Month. We gotta be together on Pride Month.
Oh God! I don't know if anybody walks away from this show with any life lessons outside of don't eat yellow snow, and if it's got a dick, it's not a chick. But, those are good lessons to learn, and we heard a giggle in the background, and that is the man with the infectious laugh, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chris Fisk, and he, of course, has an intro as well.
I gotta get a Greenstein or a Rosenblatt of my very own. Nothing else has worked so far, so I'll wish upon a star. Wondrous dancing speck of light, I need a Jew.
And it's shalom to all of you. Also, I'm getting a little bit clamped off of this. I got a little bit of spilkus Mike and Zoink from that intro. And it is the Mr. Sunshine on my goddamn window. Chris Fisk is here.
Hi, mate. Do this, do that. You'll know. Hey, thanks for having me, man. This is going to be a blast. I cannot wait to hear how the Secret War has forced people to tap out before the first episode.
God. Just when you think they can't go any lower, they do something like this and totally redeem themselves.
Yeah, it's like, are you guys intentionally making it shit just so we can enjoy the fallout?
Say quit. Oh. Say quit again. Say quit one more goddamn time.
I double dog dare you.
Oh, man. Thank you, Chris, for being here, brother. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
That man Bingo looking quitter with you.
And last, folks, but certainly not least, my my brother from Las Vegas. He's the man with the plan. He's back there writing code right now that'll take over humanity in less than a year. I'll guarantee it. Mr. Tony Tone Deaf.
Shit. Ask how I'm doing.
How you doing?
How are you doing, Tony?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Finer than Mary Steenburgen's titty in 1980.
What?
I saw the picture. You sent me a screenshot.
No.
Do I really want to see Mary Steenburgen's boobs?
Yeah, what the hell? I saw one tit, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could do worse. Like, she still, had it going on and stuff for others. So I will stand by that, but only because Angela Lansbury's dead.
Boats
so
and hose.
I don't feel guilty about it.
You know, that's a fair assessment, especially with Angela Lansbury, because I mean she set the bar high as far as aesthetics go.
Yes.
You know, she was
That's
working those
crazy.
blouses.
It's crazy because when I first started talking about like Angela Lansbury nudes, like I thought she was long gone, but she was actually still around. And then she died like right after we started talking about that. So Miss Lansbury.
It's crazy
killed her.
because we were talking about Scott Hall too, and then like not too long after that, he like passed away.
We're
It's like-
cursed, I tell you.
yeah, it's like every time we start talking about somebody, they like bite the dust.
Can we start talking about Gene Fonda? Please start talking about Gene Fonda.
Yeah,
Right?
Please.
God watch over Mary Steenburgen, and here's her titty actually right here. Thank you, Tolbert.
Oh
There
God!
we go.
It's just one. Like picking Kung Pao.
Oh
Yeah.
Jesus!
Tongue.
The whole panel needs a pistol whipping.
Oh, no.
Baby, bless the. Oh, here he is. Oh, I'm her, baby. You heard they replaced that submarine with me. I ain't got no oxygen. I'm trapped underwater, baby.
I haven't had a chance to say it yet, so St. Floyd, happy 10th. Happy 10th.
He didn't show up on Monday. It was his night too. You know, Juneteenth and all.
Well, it was also World Sickle Cell Day, so he was, visiting.
Oh. Oh God! God damn it, Sal! Would you rather chew on thump tracks or suck a fur from my? God. Wait,
Isn't that just basically like drum and bass?
just
What the hell is even that?
God damn it, Sal! Let me acknowledge this chat. We got AngelousDraven. Yeah, I'll take the thumbtacks. Keely Chow. Tollbat, who was our guest last night on the member stream. Go check that out if you're a channel member and you haven't yet. Tollbat is here, but also Trollbat is here. Oh, hey, guys, it's me. I'm back. I bet you Trollbat knows Big Ange.
Yeah, damn.
Scrambles says Happy Pride Month, baby. Look. Oh, no, I threw up my Lucky Charms. Godzillionaires.
Good. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst vomit in the world, is all I'm saying.
Right? Brightest day.
It's like two Siamese twins joined at the mouth and one of them throws up.
Oh. Yeah, which stomach does it? Never mind. Papa Cotton, I don't want to know. Papa
Rather
Cotton.
lucky charms than ever, clearly. That's all I'm saying.
Brutal. Brutal Morning Woods here. Hail. Let's see. Wait. So we got that one. Yeah, see, Trollbat says our fentanyl saviors here. Thank you, everybody. Now, our first, we're gonna go through some headlines here, and we'll hit our first one right now. So here we go. This was, if you haven't seen this clip, it's beautiful. She does everything she can. This bitch may as well be Gregory fucking Hines, because I have not seen tap dancing like that in years. I mean, Jesus Christ. What's a woman? Do you know what a woman is? Well, Senator, I can clearly state that, no. Can you tell me what a woman is? Well, Senator,
We're still trying to figure out road, Senator. I'll get
What
back
Riley
to you
Gaines
on
did
that.
to her in like 2 seconds was like the ultimate slapdown. He's like, all these men could not be Serena Williams. It's just like she got beat by they both got beat by the 203rd ranked player.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's the same as that. Like,
what was she on?
Wasn't it the same as like 15-year-old soccer team beat like the women's champs
Yep.
1 year or something? Yeah.
Oh, not just that. A couple weeks ago, a retired men's
Yes!
team, middle-aged in like their late 40s, early
Pensioners.
50s, beat the women's national team in 7-on-7. They beat
12-0.
12-0. They stopped at 45 minutes in. No, 40 minutes in. I'm sorry, 40. The games are 90 minutes long. I know. I played soccer.
Same here. The
They
goalie had him.
stopped it.
He was like chain smoking as he
40
did it.
minutes in.
Jesus.
40. 12-0.
The goalie had a meltdown after
Uh-huh.
like the third goal, fourth goal. I mean, they just like bang, bang, bang on it, and she just was sitting there like punching, like throwing a tantrum. I've seen kids do that when I used to coach AYSO. Put it to you that way. I
It was
mean,
embarrassing.
yeah.
They got
Talking
they got
about the meltdown
mutilated.
and punching, I just want to point out Adam Carolla's been right about a lot. He wrote a book, in 50 years we'll all be chicks, and the only thing he was wrong about was it was like 10 years. But one thing he does always say is that if it was like the other way around and women were more physically dominant than men, but with the same mentality, domestic abuse would be a lot higher.
Oh, it would.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's studies that show that. So there was a study that showed a breakdown of domestic abuse, like numbers by groups, meaning that like here's a heterosexual husband and wife group, here's a gay man and man group, here's a lesbian women and woman group, and they found that the highest by far, by like a huge spike, was the lesbians. Lesbians have the highest account of domestic violence.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's funny because like you'd think, oh well, what about like the two guys? You got two testosterone dudes. No, they're actually lower than heterosexual relationships, which is really like surprising.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Women are the highest.
They're because you put two of them together and the cycles they do women. This is it's science, bitch. They do. They'll sync up and then they're both fucking crazy at the same time. And I mean, look at what's her name there? Fucking the dude that was locked up in Russia, Brittany Griner, Joanna Man there. The first time I did a story about that mongoloid fuck was after he got locked up for beating on his old lady, Glory Hole Johnson, who's another WNBA player. And I was working in radio then, and I was making fun of that shit back then. And then, again, and then gets locked up and fucking runs. It's like, geez, yeah, this is a model fucking citizen here. And I'm not saying that just because it's a woman. I'm saying that because it's a fucking pile of shit. And there's trust me, male athletes are just as bad. They're just as fucking bad. I have no fucking 90% of like professional athletes are, I would say, I mean maybe not 90%, probably like maybe like 60, 70 are fucking garbage. Like as people, they're just garbage. I mean you've got your diamonds in the rough that do things for charity and communities, but they're just bleh. And this whole argument about men being able to play in women's sports is. It's a joke. It is a big fucking comedy. And the fact that you have somebody who is this woman was a doctor, I believe, and can't fucking tell you what a woman is. My 7.5-year-old can do that. It's pretty fucking easy, I mean, he doesn't have a PhD.
Well, it's the communist trope of smoke and mirrors, muddying the waters, making every simple assumption in life or most like obvious situation into something it doesn't have to be because they're just dishonest people.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
No, they have. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
What's sad is that the gender ideology was actually created by a child predator from like I believe it's like the 70s.
John Money.
Yeah.
That's the thing I shared on
all this crap.
Facebook this morning. I think
He also created the term cis, which is also used as Elon Musk. Yeah, Elon Musk just came out and said, "Dude, like that's a derogatory term. It was used. It was invented as a derogatory way by this child predator, and a well-renowned child predator, as in like multiple, like 10s, 20s, all for the sake of experimentation." Sure.
Yeah. This shit is. Oh, go ahead, Tony. Go ahead.
No, just all right. So my wife was watching an episode of Law and Order a couple days ago, and it was like an older episode. It's like I don't know when the show debuted, like 99 or something. It was an older episode. It was like a 20-year-old episode, and there was a pedo on there, and he was talking about how there's more of them than there are of us, and what's normal, and society thought being gay was wrong so many years ago, and society thought interracial couples were wrong. But it basically, how the bad child diddler sounded and the excuses he was making are the exact arguments that are used today from certain people. And it's like, what used to be basically insane rhetoric and disgusting rhetoric is now a political debate. Which,
I mean, siblings, incest used to be normal among human beings in the royal family. Doesn't make it something that's right. Like a 40-year-old man would take a bride that was 12 because, or 13 or 14 because she had gone through, and become a woman. And so she was good to go. And it's like, so that doesn't make it something we need to bring back. I'm not going to go, no offense. I'm not going to go hump my sister. That's gross. What's wrong with you?
It took observation to realize what was wrong,
Yeah.
Yep.
These. My bad. I was going to say it goes back to what I was, saying a little while ago. Like, these people are destroyers. They're not creators. It's ironic that they call themselves progressive when they honestly are regressive in every sense of the word. They destroy. They can't build. They can't create. They want to destroy like every aspect of our society that we've built up through the years. Through trial and error, through experience, through morality. And
well, the worst part is they don't even think they're destroying things. Like their own little, like brainwashed, addled minds, they think they're improving things.
Yeah,
I don't know if they do or not, though.
Well, no, it's an arrogance. It's a complete lack of introspection. Like that skit where the two Nazi guys are like, "Are we the baddies?" Like they will never have that epiphany. They just think that everybody else is bad. Like all of the problems in this world stem from like Orange Man Bad, who hasn't been president in 3 years, or like white supremes or whatever. And it's like, apparently even I am, as a Korean Jew,
right? Okay. Shit, I didn't mean to hit that button. I didn't mean it was Das Judens. They were shutting it down. You were exposing too much. You're exposing too much. They know. But no, I was gonna say, speaking of destroying, that brings us to our second headline, and this we just got a little sneak preview of it. But here's the whole thing, because seeing this get destroyed, is this really a crime? That's a fucking eyesore.
Yeah. Also, at the same time, I don't want to be that guy, but I have a feeling I know what demographic did it. Look, let's be honest. That demographic is not okay with that certain ideology. It's just statistically, it's the way it is.
Historically, no, not at all. And I don't blame him for lashing out because the way the media, especially Hollywood, portrays that demographic on film as increasingly in this era effeminate. I mean, it's CJ right here. He's got it.
I get a lot of behavior. A lot.
No.
Fascinating behavior.
It'll be interesting to see how that story develops because that Stop Asian Hate sure went away real quickly.
Yep.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Well, and a lot of the anti-Semitic attacks, like when they beat up Rick Moranis, it's like that wasn't white Supremes doing that.
Nope.
No. Who was the largest group that was perpetrators and purveyors of the knockout game?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is all shit that's on video too, so you can't
Yeah.
deny it.
No, this is not shit we're making up. This is not. That's racist. It's not.
No.
This is factual shit. This is fact. I'm not going to apologize.
Well, that's
the truth is the truth. It's not racist. There's no emotional attachment to it. It's just what is.
But like we're witnessing commies or Marxists or whatever prohibiting us from addressing the issue, because I'm sure there are plenty of people that belong to that group as well that are so sick of this crap.
Oh,
They're
absolutely.
Like, I don't want to live in a neighborhood this garbage. Like, you know, I know a few of them that say like, I don't like these people. I'm like, wait, Uncle Ruckus? What the hell's that all about?
In 2020, there were women crying because they don't have a vehicle and their pharmacy was burnt down. Like, where am I supposed to get my medication now?
Yeah.
You know the majority of the people who want police officers in their unfortunate neighborhoods, that would be the people who have to live in those neighborhoods. It's not the little punk asses running around the streets terrorizing everybody. It's the people who have to live there.
Yep.
It was so heartbreaking. You remember that one woman who was in her 60s and she was crying in front of the business that was completely burned down because of the Summer of Love? And she was a black woman, and she's like, this was my life savings. This was everything. Insurance will not cover this. This is done.
Yeah.
And that broke my heart. I'm like,
it's
I thought
fucking
you guys
sad.
were helping, what the hell?
Yeah.
But this is the thing, and to bring it back to the headline, we're spending money to paint lifeguard towers for Pride Month when they got to spend money to paint over this bitch next month because they're going to. Why don't you redirect those funds into community improvements and things like that?
Not just that, but they're spending taxpayer funds for a political statement.
Yep.
And
especially in California. I mean,
it's Apostle Neely.
They found him sleeping in the Wendy's drive-thru.
Oh God! Oh, and
Gonna mess with little bitches. Gonna stab them on a subway.
Oh, I just love the fact too. Who's going to get a payout? His family that didn't give a shit about him being homeless.
Yep.
They're getting a payout now.
They let him live on the street.
Yeah,
dude.
And now they're gonna sue everybody under the sun.
Yep,
dude. That Marine there that got arrested for all that shows right there that we have terrorists running our country that are in positions of power. It's just like with Rittenhouse. Remember Jose Elba, the guy who defended himself that was a bodega worker?
Yep.
These are good people being economically terrorized by installed puppets from the Soros regime.
Yep.
Yeah, that
secure.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Bad, bro.
Go ahead, Tom.
No, I was going to just mention real quick. Every time Chris mentions Jose Alba, I got to bring up that security guard who was shot and still wrestled the gun out of the perpetrator's hands and saved his life, and then wakes up in the hospital a couple days later with handcuffed to the fucking bed. Because he was being charged for murder for wrestling the gun out of the perpetrator's hands and defending himself with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's all. That's the same guy. That's homeboy. Whatever, who charged Jordan Neely, who brought up those indictments on Trump.
Yeah,
Alvin Bragg.
Alvin Bragg needs to go.
Lower Manhattan District Attorney.
The guy,
I believe.
Do it in the
ordered D'Lo Brown off Wish.
Yeah.
We got D'Lo Brown at home.
Like,
D'Lo Brown
if
at
he
home.
shows up in court in a chest protector, I'm done.
Motherfucker walks in going like this. He's like,
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
come down to the ring.
I wasn't gonna do it because my headphones would have flew off, but I know.
They just do this shit in the open, though, man.
Yeah. They don't hide it.
It shows how far gone we are.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're in a communist
Yeah.
country now. People don't want to admit it, but we are.
No.
Well, they don't want people who actually take action. They want people to be docile, to stay in their homes like many did for 2 years, listen to what they needed to do, and wore the mask for as long as they were told to. And they're people that still wear them.
Mm-hmm.
There are broken people who are just like, yes, I will listen to whatever the government says, and it's like, really? Like,
yep,
you can live your own life, like, as long as you're not breaking the law, you can live your own life.
Yep.
Yeah, Betsmanov warned us.
Yeah. They want everybody to be passive, and because that Marine was not being passive, and he restrained that gentleman, and of course he died 4 hours later, by the way, which is a very real sign of excited delirium, just for the record. His heart probably stopped because he was on something. He's a known massive drug user. I mean, I'm sorry, but none of that's going to come to light.
Mm-hmm.
No, much like the Tranifesto from Audrey Hale that we never got.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The parents want that turned over to the victims of the victims' families to know why it happened. The parents are actually trying to get that turned over, and the FBI has not yet to release it.
Yeah, because they want to push a narrative.
Yeah, that is the property of the shooters, the parents of the shooter.
Mm-hmm.
That is their property, and the FBI has yet to turn it over, that I've heard.
Well, it's funny too, because I was just watching the it's one of those FBI files. It's the Waco one, and which I think that standoff lasted from like March. It was like my birthday. Everything popped off. It was like April 19th, 1993. I think that was
94.
3 or 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that standoff lasted forever. I vividly remember that. That shit was crazy.
Dude, ATF were murderers.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
They did.
Yep. Yeah, I was just gonna say Ruby Ridge was just like that. You've got the FBI. It's like, well, how could we ever trust them from the word go? They were started by a fucking crossdresser, fucking J. Edgar Hoover, that fucking Fruit Loop. I mean,
who had dirt on the world.
Mm-hmm.
The world.
Yep.
He had dirt on the world.
Yes.
That guy was the most powerful man on the planet while he was in charge of the FBI.
Yeah. They didn't start
from James O'Keefe, didn't you?
What's that?
He got an underground sting on a BlackRock person.
Oh yeah, I saw that,
yeah. Yep.
I mean, straight up, what everyone's been knowing that they're trying to do.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Like nobody was surprised, but at the fact that it's like, dude, you got busted. I'm just wondering what's going to happen to that guy who flapped his trap. Much like what happened to the guy at Pfizer who flapped his trap, and he was all,
yeah,
he disappeared.
Haven't heard from that guy.
They scrubbed him from the internet.
And recently,
remember that
witness too that we had, the witness that
the FBI one, the one they said they couldn't assure their safety, and then he just got Epstein.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he died. That witness died.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that's not coincidence.
No,
dude. There's like, at what point are people like, honestly, crazy people, do your job. Like, dude, I got too much to lose.
They're just openly Minecrafting people now, and it's just like,
got away with it with Epstein. So why would you say?
If you guys saw how many people were Minecrafted after the October 1st shooting out here in Las Vegas, through the next month, how many people just up and then you think about Kevin Spacey's accusers, how many of them just up and I mean, all I'm saying is I've learned through the years that coincidences are a lot more rare than I once might have believed.
Yeah.
Well, we still don't know why the gentleman in Las Vegas decided to go up to the 97th floor or whatever the hell that was and do what he did. We still don't know. It's like, oh, we don't know. We couldn't figure out why he did it. It's like you
know.
Yeah,
you know what happened.
I know.
You know how many things go unsolved? It's so ridiculous. The term conspiracy theory was coined by the CIA.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't ask questions.
I know people who were there. Like, I was picking up my brother-in-law from the Route 91 festival about 3 hours before it happened. He was working for a temp agency directing traffic with them orange cones. And I know people who said it wasn't coming from there. Like, maybe some of them, but they saw it coming from other places. But they lied. They said it was one perpetrator, and the guy who said that's now our governor. So,
dude, there are videos that the FBI wasn't able to confiscate before the information age got a hold of it and put it online, and you can hear different firing rates and different caliber guns being fired. That was not a single person operation.
Yeah.
Facebook was removing those videos from our private messages, our direct messages on Facebook Messenger. They were taking those out of our private conversations and saying, nope, what you're seeing, that ain't different muzzle flashes. Those are reflections from the one.
Well, what Godzillionaire said too. On average, if you leave your house and go out into public, you are on 10 security cameras average out every second.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
that goes
like
up if you're in a city.
Yeah, if you scratch your butthole, the camera's going to see it, like literally. So the fact that it's like, well, we don't have the footage of that. It's like, yeah, okay, yeah, you don't have.
Yeah.
To top it all off,
excuse me, real quick, I got to go beat up some animals.
Yep. To top it all off, the supposed security guard, one of them, Jose, whatever his name was, shows up on Ellen. They go through the story that was told to everyone, and then Ellen, like her 3 p.m. TV show where she pretends to fucking dance on camera and be happy before she goes backstage and terrorizes her whole crew, that Ellen. It's like, okay, we know the story now. There's no need to talk about it anymore. Question it. We know exactly what happened. Like, what? Like, why is Ellen telling me not to question what I know I saw with my own eyes and heard with my own ears? Like,
you do not trust your lying eyes.
And it didn't mean to jump off on that tangent. I'm just, these people.
God, what CJP just shared in private. That's in my neck of the woods, dude. That boils my blood. That I read that, and like every sentence, I was getting angrier and angrier. I'm like, I can't read all this.
No,
I heard about that, dude. Whoa.
I didn't hear about that. What up, James Knox? Words of Paradise, Carl, figure drawing. Hail, everybody.
Carl.
Yeah. Ellen, don't say anything, or we'll anhace you.
Yeah, dude, that footage was terrifying.
Yeah.
You're actually alive on that gurney.
Yeah. Well, no, there's other footage that surfaced up from a door, one of those blink cameras on the doors or whatever, and it shows her car blasting down the street. You can hear the brake, like she floored the brake, and you can hear screaming as it's blasting down this back road going like $150. Like, ah! And it was like, that doesn't sound like something that somebody who's like speeding and knows what they're doing would do.
No. All right, let's go. Let's jump to the third headline here. Let's see what we have here on our third headline of the night. Here. So, body mass index is now racist, you fucking bunch of bigots. Jesus Christ.
You know what the leading cause of African Americans males are after gunshots from other African American males?
Heart attacks.
Yeah, heart disease and diabetes.
Yeah, there you go.
And you know what that's caused by? That's caused by
sugar.
shit food. Yeah, shit food in these poor communities that our government and the FDA that betrayed our people is pushing into these communities. These people, like the whole BMI, like it being racist, is because the government intentionally did that. They made black people super fat by stuffing them with chemically engineered food from an FDA that has betrayed them. Sorry, that's my rant for the day.
We can always count on Chris for uplifting stories here at the Place to Be Reviews. That's hence the nickname, Mr. Sunshine on my goddamn window, Chris Fisk.
Well, if you think the government's not above testing things on, different communities of people, you haven't been paying attention. So
yeah, Tuskegee.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Agent Orange,
MK Ultra. Yep.
Right.
It's really funny. The war on drugs took a lot of black dads out of the homes and put them in jail, and then of course they subsidized that with the welfare for the moms. And now we statistically, it's like, if you think the government, when the government says, "Hi, we're here to help," shut the door in their face.
Run. I said those are the worst words you can ever hear any time. Yeah. Hey, we're here to help. No, the fuck you're not. No, you're not. You're the worst kind of people, and you're not here to help. You're here to control. That's what you want to do. Yep. And this whole BMI thing being, I mean, come on, like, can we just all put the wigs and the fucking makeup and the big red noses on and the funny shoes now and start dancing for nickels on the corner? Because this is fucking honk world. It really is. I mean, literally everything. Like, if you look up, like, I don't know, like Post-it notes. I'm sure these are racist because they are disproportionately are unavailable in marginalized communities because of distribution networks or some shit. I don't know. Pete Buttigieg would say it's the road's fault. They're racist. I mean, this shit is completely and utterly comical. Like, we have to fucking laugh, because if not, you're gonna spend your life in fucking tears, and that's no way to fucking live, because you only get one trip around the rock.
Before her, because I know it's a fake parody account, but Tatiana McGrath's Twitter got ganked. They were posting, like, it was about 20 different tweets with 4 pictures in each tweet on all the things that are racist, according to these different news articles in, like, Europe and in America. And it was fucking hilarious, because they would even put ones that would contradict each other right next to each other. It was fantastic. Hilarious.
Remember when punctuality was racist?
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
On shit that was racist.
Yep. Well, that whole BMI thing, being discriminatory and all that crap, that's just population control.
Yep.
That's all it is. I mean, you're not going to make it past 40, 50 years. So it's like, if you're not around for 80 years, it's like, we don't have to deal with you. That's if you don't think that that's part of the whole global population control, you're not paying attention.
Yep.
So 70% of Americans are overweight, like obese overweight.
Yeah, and it's getting worse.
We're the only country on earth where the poor people are fat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you go to other countries around, the poor people are starving to death.
Yeah.
Here, they're fat.
Yep.
Not all, but I mean, there's a large percentage that are, and that doesn't make sense, because, like you said, like in Michigan, if you're on like assistance or whatever, you have, it's like called a bridge card, and that's like your food assistance and shit, and you can buy all kinds of processed garbage with that.
Yep, that's what's doing it.
That's why when I'm at the grocery store,
too, though.
It is.
It's by design.
You see people buy these. You can tell, and it's like all this fucking soda and chips and just pre-packaged, just garbage, and you're like, oh my fucking god, how do you fucking survive? How do you live like that?
Sodium,
like, I would be
and sweets
sick.
are all on WIC.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
What
up, Tina?
Yeah, this is the government saying, "Oh, this is approved for you to buy on the WIC program," and it's like, what?
Yeah.
You're like government assistance. Like you should be on like, it's like, get out of here. You shouldn't be buying bags of Doritos.
No. But meanwhile, steak and like meat and chicken and that stuff is not covered by it.
Nope.
No, and that doesn't make sense. But it's covered by WIC, which is Women, Infant, and Children. That's like another state assistance program. Like that's where they get that shit. But that's not covered by your normal food assistance, which makes literally zero fucking. Well, I mean, if you think about it from the perspective of the government, it makes perfect sense. But from like a actual human perspective, you're like, why are you doing this to me? Like,
I saw that chart that listed, when obesity's, like amount of obesity in America. And it really started to spike in the 80s when they changed the food pyramid.
Yep.
Oh, and high fructose corn syrup was introduced into the diet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Aspects and assumption of whiteness, white culture in the United States.
Oh, goodness.
Wait, how is white people a monolith?
Holy space, Jeebus.
Emphasis on scientific method is white culture.
Wow. Holy shit. What is this on a government site?
This was the Smithsonian put this out.
Oh my God.
That means they stole our money and forced us to publish this racist propaganda against white people.
Woo!
I swear to Jesus, I'm so tired of this crap. Like now that we've lost $6 billion in an accounting error to the Ukraine, I'm so done with paying taxes. Like I want to opt out of that. Like you guys can eat a bag of ass. Like get out of here.
Is theft.
Like this is so nonsensical. Money.
What about
for
the experiments that Fauci was doing, dude?
Oh, with the beagles?
Oh, on the beagles? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We paid for that.
Yep. Awesome. And we paid for him to do that.
Cats and feeding them to kittens. Like they were grinding up adult cats and feeding them to kittens.
That's okay. That's sick.
That's fucked up.
Oh.
And we paid for that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that's why
that's our tax dollars hard at work.
Well, that's the thing is like I live in a libertarian state, so like we're crazy over here because we don't want the government stealing money from us under threat of violence. But I look at this and it's like, how is that not theft? Like you are literally being told, give us your money or we will throw you in prison and shoot you if you don't comply.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, they're not even telling us, like you don't even have like any kind of option. Like I wouldn't mind paying taxes, honestly, if I was given an itemized, the same way I'm being forced to pay it, I wouldn't mind having it like be a checkbox system of, well, where do you want it to go? I want it to go to infrastructure. I want it to go to education, and I'd be fine with that. But instead, no, they force it through weird shit like beagle torture and, what is it, trans education to Pakistan or sending billions. Well, we're looking at a freaking, what is it, the whole debt ceiling shit? They sent billions over Ukraine. What the?
Yeah, we're at like $33 trillion in debt.
Well, even taxes are like automated too, as far as like through your paycheck and all that shit.
Yeah,
it's
like you can. There is obviously there are ways to like minimize it and stuff like that. Like a lot of people don't know, you can actually file paperwork to choose not to pay Social Security to be taken out of your wages because. Quite obviously, there's no Social Security really now, and there was not going to be by the time any of us retire. No. So
we're going to retire.
Yeah, not unless you start your own business and work off of that. Like unless you build your own crap from the ground up. No, you're not going to be able to retire. Nope. Pensions are a thing of the past.
Oh
and
yeah.
For anybody who has a 401k, your shit is in the dirt. So like we're effed. We're really effed unless you build something yourself.
Oh, and inheritance. Say your parents who actually, because the boomers were the last ones to have nest eggs. Yep. Say they try to pass it on to you. Nope, Uncle Sam's going to steal 50% of it or more.
Yep.
That's one reason I'm glad my dad died before that got reversed.
Yeah, the Uncle Sam is sure greedy with your money, and then of course you have somebody to say it's in my situation who's a former employee getting ready to move back to where my parents live because they're getting older. They owe me a large sum of money, and I was told that I should get it by November. I said, "You excuse me?" You're saying it's going to take at least 6 months to get my money that you owe me. They're like, yeah, we can't guarantee it before that. Well, if you don't get it by November, just let us know. What do you mean, let me? Are you shitting me? You guys owe me like how much money? And you're telling the guy's like, yeah, there's nothing I can do. Just let us know if you don't, if you get something in the mail, make sure you fill it out and send it back. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? Are you kidding me?
My Hebrew senses are tingling. I gotta get a lawyer involved.
No. And when you file that's the best part. When you file this paperwork to remove your money from the government that you willingly put in, at the bottom where where you sign at, it says you don't have any legal right to this money.
What?
Yes.
My money.
Yes. No. It says where you sign underneath that long paragraph. It says you have no legal right to this money.
A little white out here and presto.
I wish it worked that way. Like, because if you don't sign it, so basically you're saying, well, if I don't sign this, I don't get my money. But if I do sign this, I'm saying I have no legal right to my money. So however long it takes, I cannot sue them. This is the office, the U.S. Office of Personnel Management.
Oh my God! I would definitely get a Weinstein or a Leibowitz involved in that, man. My client did not need to sign this.
A Steen Witzberg. We had a super chat from Godzillionaire. He said, I feel like this is time for a Thrill Me clip. Yes. So for $2, Godzillionaire has summoned the mustachioed master of mayhem himself, Mr. Tom Atkins, star of Night of the Creeps.
Thrill me, thrill me, thrill me, thrill me. Good news and bad news, girls. The good news is your dates are here.
What's the bad news?
They're dead.
That's
Thank you, Godzillionaire.
Bad news is they're gay.
They're making out on the front lawn.
Oh God.
Papa says, I'm drinking tonight. Y'all gonna get a lot from me. I can see that, Papa, and that's fine. Absolutely. Being healthy, Figure Drunk says being healthy is the best revenge to fight back against our for-profit healthcare system. Yeah, absolutely.
Can I
Unfortunately,
just throw
though.
this?
Oh, sorry.
Just real quick, I wanted to throw it out there. I've been intermittent fasting for the past 3-4 days. I was talking to Etep about it. Lost 4 pounds in 3 days doing the 16-8 intermittent fast, and I've been eating cleaner.
Yeah,
no refined sugars, dude. I figured I've been doing good for a few days, and I had myself a little piece of cheesecake a little while ago. First refined sugars I've had in days. I feel like shit.
Yep.
Like absolute shit. Like I didn't realize how bad it was making me feel. Like holy shit.
Well,
I had two. I made crunch wraps tonight for dinner.
He's all guilty. Did I ever tell you that? So I had hemodialysis where they sucked out all my blood, put it through a machine, and gave it back to me. And one of the things that I noticed, the part of what the machine did when they did the dialysis.
Oh, what the hell?
He's all like, "You have my attention."
I know that.
But one of the things that the machine did was it actually ran like a detox. If you're a drug addict,
your blood.
Hemodialysis, it helps you. And unfortunately, it did something that I don't think a lot of people really remark about. I'd have to talk to a lot of people who have kidney problems, to see if they've also experienced this. I can't drink soft drinks anymore. I can't even be in a room when somebody cracks open a can. That stuff smells like citronella. It smells like jet fuel. Yeah. It makes me nauseous. And I'm like, why does Coke make me sick? And it's because Coke always made us sick. We built up a tolerance to it because there's an addictive quality to it. I had my, my endocrinologist break it down for me. And she's like, dude, stay away. The best way to stay away from the doctors is do not drink any Coke or Pepsi or any of that shit. That is just, you're paying people to poison you.
Yep. Yeah, if you can maintain a solid fast, you'll feel so much better. But the problem is a lot of people can't maintain it. But yeah, I see the chat you put the chat 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Yeah, you can maintain that. And exercise helps too. Obviously, just go for a walk. It's just little steps like that can drastically change your health in your life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, walking actually alleviates writer's block too.
Mm-hmm. It does. Yeah,
walking is good for your brain.
I need like I've got the weight room. I need to get back into working out. Like, because once like I start working out, then my eating just falls right in line. Like, and honestly, I said we made crunch wraps tonight. Like, the worst thing on them was probably the cheese, because the beef I eat is all organic, grass-fed beef that's grown. They're raised locally. It's my dad's neighbor's cows. So I buy like a half a cow from him like once or twice a year and stock my freezers up. And yeah, that's usually what I eat. I try not to buy any meat from the store. I mean, some stuff I have to, but no, and like honestly, it's just like the shell. I mean, it's but I get the low carb wraps and shit, and they're not the best, but I mean, like I said, I'm cooking it with healthy ass meat, so yeah, there's lettuce in there, they're fucking delicious, especially when you make them. Like I said, I made them on the grill, I made them out here on the grill, so yeah, they were
that
fucking
beautiful grill.
Yeah, that was the getting the bigger Blackstone was a worthy investment, going with the 36. I sold the other one yesterday. That one's gone. So the original Godspeed, I sold it to one of my wife's friends. She wanted a grill. She's got her own place, so she needed a grill. So I was like, hey, here you go, and I took it over and dropped it off. So let's go through let's see, we got headline number 4. Here we go, right here.
I'm not taking advice from a guy who says that adding a pistol brace allows you to shoot a different caliber of bullet.
Wait, but talk to the Afghani and the Viet Cong about people who need F-16s to fight the government.
I'm also not going to take a man seriously who said God save the Queen a couple days ago.
Guerrilla warfare is a hell of a thing, and it works effectively.
Yeah.
Also, you think that the pilots that are piloting those F-16s are really going to drop bombs on their own citizens? Family, friends, neighbors. Like, really?
Oh, maybe they would, because if you notice, after the COVID thing, they've actually kicked out a lot of the non-compliance. A lot of the patriots were ousted.
Yeah, because they called them white supremacists.
And there was that lesbian that was like,
wouldn't. I mean, they're letting a lot of woke weirdos into the military, which is very true. So I'm not saying that some wouldn't hit the button, but you're talking about I don't think it's going to happen. You would have to have generals and commanders and stuff like that all the way down the chain of command. That would be such a long line that there would be squadrons. There'd be whole squadrons that say, have a commander say, I'm not doing that. Like, you're crazy. Yeah. Like, I'm absolutely not.
It also could be on a need to know, though. Like, the orders could be on a need to know. Very limited.
Yeah, they're terrorists. They're not Americans.
Very limited information, and they can
there's always a chain of command structure, though, that has to be followed. And so literally the president has to make the order, and then of course it goes to the Joint Chiefs of Staff down to the so it still has to filter down the pipeline, because your pilots, your lieutenants, captains, maybe your majors and stuff like that are the pilots. They're still part of a squadron, and there's going to be a squadron commander who usually is probably like an E6, not E6, I'm sorry, 06, like a colonel or something. So you're talking about a long pipeline of people that, of American citizens, ones that have been doing, like a commander of a squadron will have been in for at least 25 years. Cool. You think he's going to give the orders to do that? No, he's going to say absolutely not. Well, so,
and there are provisions for ignoring illegal orders. And I
Yes.
would assume attacking civilians.
It
would
is
be
an illegal order. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
You guys remember in World War II, after Rommel was all screwed up by a shitty mustachio man's plans in North Africa, and he's like, "I'm not doing this shit. Like, if you want me to win, like the Desert Fox, as much as you hate the Yazidis, Rommel was an amazing general." Or so basically, after that whole shit happened, there were plans for, if you've ever seen that movie Operation Valkyrie with Tom Cruise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Like,
good movie.
that-
Good movie.
Yeah, that is a high likelihood of what's going to happen when this shit starts, when the CCP assets start getting activated and we start seeing this stuff in our military. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge in Minecraft.
Yeah,
Before we veer,
God damn it, Chris.
before we veer too off the subject, because I heard this from Joe Kent during an interview the other day, and I guess I never thought about it this way, but I feel like I should have, and a lot more of us should be. Joe Biden has never missed an opportunity to vote to send our youth overseas to fight wars.
Absolutely.
Yep.
To potentially die, to personally enrich Halliburton and all these
Money laundering.
politicians in the industrial war
Absolutely.
machine, and for him to turn around after that and label half of them as white supremes, and a lot of them are sitting in prison right now with no charges over a certain date. It's truly evil. That's
cruel and unusual punishment too. And you know what the huge problem is that half of these goobers signed on the dotted line saying we'll give you a reduced sentence if you plead guilty. So now they shot themselves in the foot effectively.
Yep.
Like if you would have not bent the knee and you would have stayed in prison and finally received a good lawyer, you could have sued the federal government for the moon and back for a violation of your constitutional rights, your Bill of Rights.
You could plead that you were signed coerced under duress or whatever. Like a good lawyer could actually invalidate those. You
definitely could. It's and I would. So what's the guy's name? The shaman who he just got released under political pressure. I have a feeling that he's going to be the tip of the sword on that one, because even though he did get out early, obviously, like I said, due to political pressure, these are basically have been turned into political prisoners. Yep. Your fundamental rights, one of the basic ones is, no cruel and unusual punishment. You can't lock somebody up for the better part of 2 years without representation. That is literally illegal. So,
habeas corpus.
Also at the same time, as somebody who used to be who has worked for the government and has been former U.S. Army military police, do not talk to the government without a lawyer.
Yeah.
Shut up. Always shut up. Where were you on the night of this?
Lo siento, no hablo inglés.
Yeah, I don't have to talk to you without a lawyer present. Just shut up. Stop. It's just my word of advice to everybody out there, okay?
That's very good advice.
Yep.
It's so ingrained to to fall in line with authority though, for a lot of people. So that's why they can't shut up.
Unless you want to be a part of the system and be a police officer, a federal agent, or something like that, then you spill your guts because you have to. But if you are looking to be indicted or investigated for any reason, shut up. They will use anything you say against you. That's why it says anything you say can and will be used against you
in a court of law.
Shut up.
Yep.
That's my tangent on that. Just shut up.
Oh, you're not wrong, dude.
No,
trust me. I come, like I said, I got my degrees in criminal justice, and my whole fucking family is cops. I mean, a police chief, SWAT. My dad was retired undercover narcotics, a narcotics dog handler. I mean, there's cops all through my fucking family. Yeah. Just shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Like they love it. Law enforcement loves it when you want to tell them stories. They fucking love it. Oh, that's how most people get hooked. Used to blah, 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 blah. Oh, cool. And you have the right to remain silent. Oh, shit. You've already given that right up. Well,
And I know people think, well, if I ask for a lawyer, then they're going to think I'm guilty. They're going to think you're guilty if you just like shut up.
Yep.
Like I have police patches from federal agencies. Like I literally got like 80 of them. I got accommodations from being in the military. Just shut up. You have the right to remain silent. So remain silent.
Mm-hmm.
It's like.
Motherfuckers can't do that though.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
He's like, if I could give you one piece of advice,
You will be silent.
You will and you can be silent.
Yeah.
I still like the videos of the police showing up to some guy's door, and there's 2 cops outside. He's like, "Can you come outside? We need to talk to you." He's like, "No,
no,
we just need you to come outside and talk."
No.
How many of you out there? There's 2 of us. Let's talk to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Bastard smart.
Yep.
He was, and speaking of smart and intelligence and lack of intelligence, we'll let you be the judge, folks. Here's headline number 5.
What's
So
the
is that-
N word?
I'm in.
Wow.
I'm in love.
Playful biting, or was that
I
get off?
think-
You're trying to rape me biting. Rape me biting.
Before we really get into this, I think I should play this because we need a disclaimer. So here we go.
We still have the Geeks and Gamers logo. I just want to say that I really, we talked about this, and we're really not affiliated with Geeks and Gamers as far as I'm concerned.
As far as I'm concerned, we talked about
record,
this.
Fuck that guy too. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
absolutely.
Rash. Fuck him.
What a disrespect! Like honestly, Etep, like if somebody was that disrespectful, would you actually put up with that shit?
Oh, I would have fucking. I don't give a fuck who you are. You start running your fucking shit like that on, when we already raised for what, 60,000. Fuck, you're out, homie.
No, they
Peace.
raised over 100,000 by then.
Yeah, I
and
would do that.
100,000
Kick
before
him.
he was even there.
Kick him.
Balls on that guy.
Kick him.
And then as
Fuck
soon as
him.
he said that, it stifled all money that they were bringing in. And it's
Yep.
like
Yeah.
at that point you could have been like, yeah, peace out, or like been, like defended yourself or whatever, and people would have supported you more.
Yeah,
that's the cause. But
He was
they bitched out.
insulting more than YouTubers. He was insulting
The audience.
the hundreds of thousands of people who subscribe and listen to the YouTubers.
Yeah.
So
well, these are people who are a part of the community that got the Snyder the Snyder cut released,
Mm-hmm.
and went out and bought it in droves, and you just spit in their face,
Yep.
all of them. Like the hell is your problem?
And they're so spineless, dude. Like it's all about access media. Like they toss this guy's a salad because even though he was a complete disrespectful asshole to them, they're like, oh, hey, please talk to me. Like, dude, the guy's a dick. Like, fuck him.
Yeah, like you hear his wife in the background yelling at him. Like it's just like, dude, fucking sack up, man. And and everybody felt bad for him when what happened to his daughter. Like that, that really sucks. But no, it's massive. What a loser. Like, has he done anything really since then?
Nope.
Is he? What's he?
He
what's
did that. He did that booty ass zombie movie that I
the Vegas
skipped out
one?
on.
He has a new one. He has a
Okay.
new one coming out too, and he did Tenet as well.
Oh yeah, did he? No, did he do Tenet? No, that was
Nolan.
That was
never mind.
Nolan.
No,
That was Nolan.
that was Christopher Nolan.
Kind of have the same aesthetic to some degree.
Yeah, that was Nolan.
Except Nolan's good.
But Zack Snyder's supposed to. Snyder's supposed to have like that wannabe style Star Wars movie coming out or something. He wanted to write a Star Wars movie, but they didn't give it to him, so he decided to make it on his own. But it's not Star Wars. Isn't it like Rebel Moon or something?
Yeah,
Is that what is it?
That's
is
what
that
it is.
it?
Yeah, it's Rebel
Yeah,
Moon.
it's
Yeah. So whatever. Fuck that guy. But anyway, that's not the topic that we were.
We're
supposed to talk
gonna talk about Snyder after the Scottish woman dropped the N-bomb.
Yeah, so here, actually, we do have, and yeah, figure Snyder ruined DC. Yeah,
he did.
Yeah,
He destroyed
absolutely.
Superman, dude.
Oh, he fucking
Henry
ruined
Cavill
it.
was an amazing Superman.
Reigning Miss Scotland is accused of biting male colleague and calling him the N-word.
Just see how that one plays out.
A little bit of Scottish pride, huh?
They have to.
Do they even use that racial slur in Europe?
That's what I'm like. What?
Don't you come over here, you to the sweet lassie.
I wouldn't think it'd be a normal part of our daily nomenclature.
Right? The reigning Miss Scotland has been accused of biting a male colleague and racially abusing him during a rugby event. Video footage filmed by a spectator allegedly shows security staff attempting to escort Lucy Sophia Thompson off-site at the Edinburgh City Sevens tournament on Saturday. The 24-year-old from Dunfermline is the Jesus help me is the founder. It's Etep versus words this evening, folks. That's the real struggle here. We've already achieved racial harmony. It's me versus the English language, apparently. That's the evening's main battle. That's the main event.
Looked on phonics worked for me.
Apparently not for me. When it comes to Dunfermline, there, see that, is the founder and owner of the Scottish Fashion Association and was crowned Miss Scotland in July last year. Accusations that Miss Thompson physically attacked someone in her workplace at the event and called him the N-word while drunk have circulated online since. The businesswoman's Instagram account is currently private because, of course, it is. Mail Online has contacted the Scottish Fashion Association for comment and Miss Thompson for comment. The video clip shows a blonde woman in cream shorts suit apparently tussling with security staff on Peffermill playing fields in Edinburgh, where the rugby matches took place. Edinburgh.
Get that right,
Edinburgh. What Star Trek, you bald fuck? What's Scottish from?
Oh, damn, dude.
Looking for the-
Call me
She can bite me or call me whatever.
Her face
Woo!
is.
She can bite me and call me Cracker.
I'd let her bite me. Yeah.
I'm kind of bummed.
No, male monkey. That's the good one. That's the
I
fun
can't
one.
see her. I can't see her feet.
Yeah, if she's got ugly feet, dude. Like, and, you know,
I'm out. I'm out.
If she got like the Brie Larson feet, you got to keep the shoes
Yep.
on.
Yep.
You got to keep the shoes on.
Dude, she is a smoke show. Holy crap.
Yeah, I'd let her
All
bite
right.
me though.
Yeah.
Do I need to do my?
I need the corn out of her haggis.
Let's see.
I'm so confused how she knows what that means. That's like such an American thing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's not a slur outside of the United States. It's
No,
just-
because that's where it came from. Like, I hate to
It
say
doesn't say it doesn't say anything about her biting him though.
Oh, I'd like to get a view of her shepherd's pie.
Was she playing rugby? Is that her ex-boyfriend?
Right.
Like, what the hell? Oh, okay. There's the details.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
So, no, maybe not.
No.
They're just treating it as a
No.
hate crime because automatically they do.
Yeah,
I feel like
anything
I feel like there's a lot of details being left out. Like,
Yeah.
is this somebody
Yeah.
she was sleeping with? Like, you know,
Right? Like
is that her
what?
Friend, yeah.
Is her
Was he
ex-boyfriend used to
harassing
beat
her?
her up?
See him.
God damn.
But I don't know. Hang on. Let's see.
I feel like a woman just doesn't randomly bite somebody for no reason.
Dude, could you imagine that? You're like having casual conversation, and also you just
She
hear like
just
the
bites
N-bomb
Yeah.
bites you.
Are you enjoying this match? Oh God, get off me, woman!
It's like Draven.
Would you like
Jesus
some
Christ! I'd rather see the
Oh,
snapper
yeah.
under your kilt than the one on your face.
Wait, here I got the video.
Oh, cool.
Oh shit!
She actually
Wait, hang on. Let me listen to it first. Hang on.
Oh.
Yeah, but we don't have to necessarily listen to the word.
I want to hear the sweet nothing
Ah,
that she
fuck it.
calls me the N-word.
We can play it.
I just want to see her storm the field.
It's kind of unintelligible, but here, hang on. I got the video though. We found that. What up, D. Joseph Santos?
Cut in some Saving Private Ryan in there.
that classical piece they always play when someone's dying in a war movie.
Adagio and strings.
So here's the video. So she's apparently at the match, is what it looks
really
like.
Pissed.
And here we go.
Sorry, we're talking. I'll leave the bathroom.
She's gonna win that last one. That's probably the little white truck that actually said something was wrong.
And that was it.
I feel like that's a scorned girlfriend or lover. Like the way she's like, you see her kind of like pointing at him, like I'm gonna fuck you. Yeah, I bet you they were humping, and he cheated on her, and I bet you that's what it was or something.
That just makes me think of the old Bill Barr bit about why you shouldn't hit a woman. Talking about the Chris Brown Rihanna situation.
Yeah.
He's like, right, what do you think was happening before that fight?
Yeah.
Was she just like, is there some Kleenex in the glove box?
Yeah.
That was.
No, I hate how the
relationship shit.
Yeah.
No, I hate how we perverted the saying, because it actually is a gentleman never hits a lady. And we don't have many ladies today. So if a dog is biting you, do you check its junk to see if you defend yourself from it? Because bites from bitches bleed just as much.
I've had a female who threw a vodka bottle at my face and hit me with it.
Damn.
And, it took every ounce of me not to literally, because I'm not an aggressive person. But if somebody throws a glass bottle at your face, like,
yeah, that's violence.
Yeah. And it's like, no. I was like, nope. Like, and this is the kind of stuff. Like, there are women who you see on video, they just ball up their fist and punch a guy, and he punches them back. It's like,
well, they're protected class. We
as a
society, we warped things. Like, honestly, growing up with an older sister, that whole chivalry thing just lost on me. Like, my sister used to kick the shit out of me, and I mastered the art of projectile warfare. So when she'd start closing in on me, I'd grab a ceramic coaster and I dropped her like a charging rhino, and it felt like a victory day for me. But like, I don't care what your genitals are. If you bring violence to me, it's the reason why mice don't pick fights with lions. Like, I don't punch little guys that are smaller than me either. But if they throw the first swing, they're gonna drop.
Joseph Santos.
So, speaking of gentlemen hitting ladies, Elon Musk has agreed to a cage match with Mark Zuckerberg. And that's
oh yeah, Hell in a Cell.
And he said he wants Joe Rogan to referee it.
Oh my god.
Yes. It's just me or Mark Zuckerberg would just look like a rock and sock and robot. In there.
Oh my god.
Elon Musk is a tall man. He's not small.
He's a big dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg is just awkward and gangly looking.
Well, he's not. Mark Zuckerberg isn't human. Yeah. See, Figure Drawing says Elon Musk versus a robot.
It's like Data, but with none of the strength.
Right.
He'll punch him. And you remember that scene from V when the mask first got torn and the lizard skin was underneath it?
Probably Elon saying that cis is a slur. That was too much for Zuckerberg.
Oh, yeah, probably. Oh, he pissed everybody off with that.
Good.
He pissed a lot of people off with that.
Well, I got pissed when people tried to call me that shit.
Ashley St. Clair was saying on Twitter, she's like the left wasn't warned thousands of times when they tried to ban words that they deemed hateful. That one day it's going to come back on you when somebody doesn't agree with your ideology.
Yep. And here it is, chicken come home to roost.
I'm the kind of person, like, you can call me every name under the sun. I'm fine with that, but I'm going to give it right back. Like, that's the way it is. That's what freedom of speech is.
Oh, yeah.
And I
want you to roll over and die.
You can call me the worst names under the sun as relating to a white person, and I'm gonna be like, all right, dude. I'll just be like, you can fuck off. Like, that's
yeah.
But it goes both directions. You can't get mad if all of a sudden, you've been acting like a fool, and some honky walks up, calls black guy a bad name. It's like, I don't agree with that, but you don't have the right to punch him in the face either.
Yeah, words are not violence.
No, they're not. And
no, that's
even
the
though
problem.
They can be heinous and very ugly words, but you don't have the right to punch anybody. Now, if they swing on you, you got a right to knock them the fuck out. Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the only time that counts.
Amen.
Yep. Violence begats a response. I mean, there's consequences and repercussions. I mean, and that's it. Like, but you're absolutely right. You can say anything you want. Like, it's not going to elicit a physical response from me. Trust me. I've been called everything. I don't care. Like, really, words are just that, words. Like, what?
Half the time on Twitter, like if somebody calls you, like it calls it, because I've been called an insurrectionist, and I'm like, this is while I was working for the government. I'm like, well, that's funny, because if I actually was a January, certain 6th insurrectionist, they would know where to find me. I'm just like, I don't care, it just so it's like I don't understand this words as violence crap. I think they're not. It's not. I think it just gives these weirdos a right to say, well, you committed violence against me, so now I can punch you. And it's like, I called you a fucking loser and you decided to punch me? Like,
yeah. How about we do this? How about we start a fight, okay? You can bring bad words and I'll bring a samurai sword and a sledgehammer.
Yeah, it doesn't work that direction. You got the wrong beliefs for that, pal.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like these people think that like the bad words are equal to getting physically assaulted. Because I've had both of them, and quite frankly, I'd rather have somebody call me racial slurs and all that stuff than get hit in the face with something heavy that makes my bones break.
Yep.
Look at Papa's comments. He says, "I like punching people. Not gonna lie, it feels good. You should try it." Etep will tell you he knows.
I punched somebody and I fucked up my hand so bad. I dropped somebody right the bridge between the eyes. You know that point where your nose connects to your brow bridge. I hit somebody there and my wrist exploded. I'm like, what the hell did I do wrong? I didn't tuck my thumb.
Isn't
Or
that
it was
like one of the hardest parts of the head?
Yeah.
No, the brain pan right above it is. Like if they were to headbutt my knuckle,
right here. Yeah. That's why that's why you headbutt people right here. You see people like right in front of their forehead. It's
it's here.
Yeah, it's right here on the. That shit is hard as fuck. But anyway,
never throw punches. Throw your elbow, dude. Your forearm. I blew up a guy's nose that way.
Great. I bloodied my buddy's nose when I used to back my rifle like that.
Yeah, the cartilage explodes from a knee, from an elbow. Like, and it doesn't hurt your elbow at all.
I shared this on Facebook.
Oh, damn! Wow. That's not. That probably went over like a wet fart.
No, I got a good response from my audience on Facebook.
Did you? Well, that's good.
We've weeded out the shitheads, and most of them have blocked me at this point, including a lot of family members. But I blocked my commie sister. The other one of my cousins sent me a beautiful Instagram. Tony, I sent you screenshots of that, didn't I? Her calling me a racist, bigot, transphobe, all that.
Lovely.
Dude.
I was like, you sweet summer child. I get called that more times before 6 a.m. than you could possibly imagine.
They've killed the English language. Like those words mean nothing. 15 years ago, if somebody would have called me that shit, I would, like, what do you mean? I'm not one of those. Like, those words mean nothing anymore.
Those words actually meant something back in like the 90s and early 2000s. Like, yeah. No, I have actual family members that actually follow my YouTube channel because they think that I'm a racist, homophobe, bigot, all that kind of stuff. Because I don't like more representation supposedly in like our entertainment. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they actively follow what I do.
Oh, see, my old man and my mom started watching actually this year. Like I said, famously, my dad stumbled across the Saturday Night Show and thought it was actual wrestling, and he was like, "Here," he goes, "I turned it on." He goes, "Expectancy Wrestling." I see my son and his retarded friends talking about nonsense, and I'm like, "Thanks, Dad." He goes, I was like, "So what'd you do? Turn it off?" He goes, "No, I kept watching." I was like, oh, all right. So he watches regularly now. Apparently, I'm up there on his playlist with the Hodge twins. So thanks, Dad.
Can I just
The
point out
irony
real
is my
quick,
parents don't watch anything I do. They have no idea what I do.
in this day and age and what they mean by representation, anybody who's like thinks you're racist because you don't believe in representation, it's showing how racist they are, that they can't see past skin color.
Mhm.
It's the same as okay, not agreeing with George Bush's actions, and then Obama comes in, does the same thing but intensified, but it's okay simply because of his skin color and party. That's yeah.
Oh, you're finishing your thought, dude. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying a lot of these people, they can't, all that mattered about whatever Halle Berry or whatever the Little Mermaid was her skin color, and maybe she could sing. Okay, fine, but these people are the ones who don't look at meritocracy. They don't look at skill. They don't look at anything that's really past the skin, and to me, that's ignorant.
Well, I watched, I reviewed The Little Mermaid with Halle Bailey in it, and she can sing. Is she the greatest singer ever? No, but it's a Disney movie, so I'm like, I really don't care. She doesn't need to be Whitney Houston to be in a Disney movie. Can I tell that she definitely tried really hard to portray Ariel? Yeah, I think her portrayal of Ariel is actually pretty spot on, even though she was cast for the wrong reasons. And initially, I actually didn't blame her at all. I blamed Disney and the people who cast her in that role for said reasons that Disney has been busted behind the scenes by their own personnel leaking the videos of inside calls. But then Disney decided to send her out there and say, well, more racism. So she opened her trap because she's 23 years old. And I was like, now you're cannon fodder. Now I'm going to roast you because you opened your mouth.
Well, they rev them up like chihuahuas, dude. Sorry to interrupt.
I think it's the Brie Larson effect. Brie Larson did the same thing back in 2018, and now Brie Larson doesn't say shit about anything.
And that is a perfect segue into our main topic of the evening. It's so great.
You're welcome.
The anti charisma fucking canon that is Brie Larson would come up at this point, because we're going to talk about her. So I get to bring this intro back. This is one from the Wayback Machine. Ladies and gentlemen, please buckle up, get your hands inside the ride, put your rain suits on. It might get damp and moist. We are going inside Brie Larson.
Hi. Hello. I'm starting a YouTube channel.
I have not seen that one. Well, Brie Larson hasn't been super relevant for quite some time.
That's what we haven't used that one in a while. We had a regular segment when she was in the news cycle called Inside Brie Larson, and it worked when she was doing her YouTube channel, but then she just kind of faded into obscurity again, and it was like, all right, we don't care. So, but
hey, incel, more communist slurs.
Yeah, incel is an invented word. I mean, they make up a word, and then they demonize the word, and then they accuse everybody they disagree with of being that word. That's the playbook.
And does anybody really care what Samuel Jackson says at this point? I mean,
well, because Samuel Jackson has lost the fucking mark. Apparently, I don't know. Apparently he's broken too now. The guy who portrays this hard motherfucker, in everything, and apparently Trump bothers him. Like, really?
Yes. Yes.
I don't have any hate for Brie Larson really anymore either. You know why? Because everything I've seen her do within the last probably year, she doesn't say anything. She keeps her mouth shut. That movie festival
wasn't bad in Fast X. I didn't mind her in that.
Yeah, I've heard that. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen the 9th one, so I need to watch that first.
One.
But what she she was at that film festival where they debuted Indiana Jones 5, and she was on a panel.
That was hilarious.
You know, where a reporter asked her basically for some type, I can't remember what the statement was, but she veered completely away from it. Like she turned.
Dude, they thought she was Amber Heard. They asked her.
Oh
about
my
Johnny Depp
God.
and stuff, and she's like, I don't know why you'd ask. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, they asked her about and she's like, I don't know why you'd ask me about that. You know, the Me Too stuff, because guess what? Brie Larson said back during Me Too, she was making statements about it, and she's veered from Me Too so fast it made your head spin.
Can I just point out though, and she's been more quiet lately. Maybe she's learned her lesson, but
I think so.
Her actions. She mentioned so many years ago that more white movie critics need to step aside from a representation, and we need to let more of different colored people in. But if what they're saying is true on the set of the Marvels, you know, she sure has a problem sharing the screen with a black woman and a small Indian
Yeah,
teenager.
they got in fights.
Yeah.
That's
I'm just
what I've
that
heard.
that alone speaks volumes.
Well, not only that, but who's blocking black critics? Like, we have YouTube now. There are millions. Like, there's that black nerd guy. Like nobody's stopping you from hopping on YouTube and being a film critic.
Nope.
Well, I also take so 2018 was a long time ago, right? We're talking about 5.5 years. So I'm not really going to hold on to that.
Papa, what the fuck?
Yeah, he likes her. He's weird.
I know.
What in the hell?
God,
Now,
wait,
you
wait.
want to make it out of your teeth?
He used to
Oh!
be. He used to be Chewbacca, so I mean, maybe he likes it. Angry.
Just.
That's different. I'll tell you what. That's different.
Yeah, look at Sam. Motherfucker! He's like the, I don't know. He's like the black Joe Biden. Yelling at these motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Can
he's
I also
literally.
say
What?
I really liked when Samuel L. Jackson portrayed himself into Django Unchained. That's all.
Snowball. How about in Coming to America when Eddie Murphy beat him up at a McDowell's?
Oh
Yeah.
I forgot about
Yep. Yeah, this is great. We bonded through the election while we were doing her movie when Donald Trump won. She was broken and I was like, "Don't let him break you, motherfucker. You have to be strong now." Then when she got Cat Pan mediocre, she called me and was like, "They want me in the Marvel universe. Should I do it?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, you motherfucking white bitch. Let's do it."
Honky ass cracker bitch, let's do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was funny though. Like I remember seeing those two together in Kong Skull Island, and just she was utterly forgettable in that movie. Like, because she was supposed to be like one of the leads, and like between Samuel Jackson and like John Goodman and the ancillary cast, Tom Hiddleston, they chewed the scenery. So she was barely. You didn't even really think about her being there until the end, where she like did a few things. And you're like, oh yeah, she was in this movie too.
Well, also at the same time, the fact that she was in the movie, she didn't play an insufferable character like Carol Danvers.
No.
It's like she actually had some personality in it, and it was like, what happened? Like you know, I don't have any problem with like, you know, your character in Kong Skull Island, but now, you know, what, Carol Danvers is massively unlikable. Oh God.
Yeah. Brie Baka.
Where'd he go? Where did you go, you beautiful big bitch?
No, but like that's the thing is like I don't hate Brie Larson. I was like her snotty little. Do I want to hear what some 40-year-old something has to say about a movie? No, like that.
About
that
A
freaking
Wrinkle
annoyed
in
the shit out of
Time.
me.
Yeah,
that annoyed the shit out of me. But
That
like,
movie was terrible.
It financially flopped anyway. It lost like $225 million or some shit.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think
Ridiculous
she
how
has
much it lost.
any friends. I honestly I think she has a lot of superficial Hollywood friends, but I don't like. She almost gives you the autistic vibe. Like a lot of her when you see her quote unquote genuine behind the scene when she's not playing a character, like those clips you had for the intro, like I feel kind of sad, like sorry for her. Like
I think she's very neurotic. I think
Yeah.
she's very she's too all over the place. And I think she has very extremely low self-esteem.
Exactly, right there.
And I think because her parents were in the business, so I don't know anything about her parents, to be honest. But if she had parents, you know, who are part of the business and she grew up in the business, I think she's probably like any other childhood, you know, actor who's just screwed up.
Yeah.
No.
Look, you guys, you remember Aaron Moriarty?
Yeah.
So Aaron Moriarty was Starlight or whatever from The Boys. Gorgeous woman. Okay, like honestly, I thought she was absolutely gorgeous. She gets all of this weird plastic surgery, like fake boobs and like lipo and her weird face thing, and like it makes her look like one of those Hollywood people now, like really fake. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she starts with this whole like male gaze and like men are evil and all this shit. And it's like
I did a
bet she's
video on it.
surrounded-
I remember
Yeah,
that shit.
surrounded by a bunch of assholes feeding her bullshit. So, like you said, low self-esteem and a lot of neuroses. Like, that's fucking tragic, man.
Typically, you know, that kind of industry is, you know, attracts people with low self-esteem, you know, and who have the need to be validated constantly.
External validation. Yep.
Yeah, so it attracts the wrong kind of people. Now, I'm not saying that they're all like that, because I think if you look at Henry Cavill, I think he's a genuine guy.
Hell yeah.
He's super nice to everybody, even though The Witcher has literally, Lauren Hisrich has given him a massive reason to hate that whole entire production. He went out and gave this heartfelt goodbye and said thank you. You know, because I mean, I think he knows that fans are pissed off, because he was the best part of that show. And even the two actresses that play opposite of him, they were blindsided. Like, we had no idea he was leaving, and we were really sad to see him go. So obviously he wasn't that difficult to work with.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Why? Why, God?
Her feet make sense now. That makes sense. Yep.
You like her now, Papa Cotton?
Why?
I wish we had more Henry Cavills, because guys like him because he's one of us. He's a nerd. He's genuine. He's really nice and everything. Girls like him because he's super hot. So it's like a good way to get your girlfriend or your wife to watch movies you like, because they're watching it for different reasons. But it's like, okay, everybody wins.
Well, can I ask, did Henry Cavill, he didn't get into the business till he was older, right? Like, he had grown up kind of a normal childhood, and then he decided on his own to
the
become
first
an
thing
actor.
I remembered seeing him in was The Count of Monte Cristo, and he was pretty young in that. So I'm thinking like 17, like late teens, early 20s when he did that.
Damn. Not jacked like he is now.
No, because he played the main villain's son.
Like, I kind of wanted to mention this when Chris did, but he mentioned like having a bit of pity for Brie Larson, and I don't know if her parents were in the business or not. I mean, if they were, whatever
They
it
are.
is.
They are. It's in her bio.
So, like, Chris, do you remember when I showed you that like Britney Spears type video of Brie Larson when she was younger? She did the whole music video.
Yep.
Like, and then you talk about like the casting directors and how a lot of them are really mean to these girls. Oh, well, you're about 5 pounds too heavy.
Yep.
Yeah.
This or that, you know.
Some weight.
She's always come across as real insecure to me, and I almost feel bad for her, because now, even knowing her parents were in the business, there probably always was this pressure for her to succeed in this business, where for most people it's not going to happen. And then she's probably being pressured into every which way. You see Britney Spears is taking off, and Christina Aguilera and Mandy Moore, and well, you can do that. And they push her in, and then it doesn't succeed. Then she feels like a failure. And
as somebody who has Asian parents, or an Asian parent, why are you not doctor yet?
Yeah. So there's she probably is insecure, and she probably doesn't have she's probably not very in touch with reality, which kind of leaves her with the, not really knowing what's going on kind of mentality, and I don't know. There's a pity there for her,
He looks like the dude from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, that was 2002. That was 21 years ago.
Wow.
Jesus.
He's aged really well. Holy crap.
So he is what he's 42 now. So he was in his 20s.
Yeah.
So that's not too bad. Now, if he would have started like around the age of like 10, I think he'd be a lot more.
He's younger than me. He's only 40.
He's only 40. Okay, so
yeah.
Okay, so he would have been he'd have been like 19 then in that movie. So I think that's you're an adult. That's a decent time. I mean, I joined the military. I shipped off at 18. So I think that's a decent enough age to navigate a screwed up environment like Hollywood.
I love that movie. Count of Monte Cristo is a phenomenally good movie.
Yeah, so it shows when he was about 16, he met Russell Crowe and started pursuing acting then, but at least he had somewhat, and he was playing sports too, so he did have that normal childhood and kind of got a lot of good values instilled in him when he was younger, compared to having types of parents who kind of push you towards the sweat. I mean, she probably, I don't mean to cut y'all up, but she probably doesn't even know what she wants out of life, and that's where the pity comes from.
Well,
she was pushed into Hollywood.
She'll never have a successful relationship because it's always about external validation.
Yeah.
Her first TV appearance was in 1998 on the Jay Leno show. She would have been 9 years old.
Jesus.
Oh my
She
God.
was born in, what was it? 89.
We all know what these types are like in Hollywood. So being a 9-year-old ain't probably the last place you want to be is the Hollywood Hills.
Yeah.
Right. Like Hollywood is a cesspool. So I mean, she's probably been like mentally abused her entire career. Like I said, starting at 9 years old. That's molded her into the callous person that she comes across, and the way she so quickly parrots, things, talking points, and things that may or may not really represent who she is. Who really knows at this point?
I don't think she does.
She's just looking for the right thing to say.
Yeah. And gain that validation and maintain her public persona and image, make sure her brand is on point. Her Instagram has a good following, as the kids say, and Requiem and Terapax and so on and so forth.
But I mean, her last relationship, the guy was like somewhere like in the neighborhood of like 20 some odd years older than her. When she was in her 20s, he was I think he's some like producer or something.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, and so she was in her 20s, and they were together for like 6 years or some shit like that. She was in her 20s, and so when she just said recently she's not in a relationship anymore, so they just recently broke up. They were together for a long time, but yeah, he was like some odd 20 years older than her. So she definitely has massive daddy issues. So,
complex.
Yeah, I think she's all sorts of. She needs some serious therapy. Like,
dude. The whole culture over there is so sick.
Yep. Yeah.
I lived in the belly of the beast. It was awful.
Well, listen to how Joe Rogan talks about it, and he started in it, and it was like mid-20s. He got cast on news radio, I think it is.
Yep.
And he's like, I would never let my kids near that fucking place.
Good for you, Joe.
Yeah. So
right.
I believe him 1,000%. Because look at what's his name? Andy
Dick.
Andy Dick. He's all sorts of fucked up.
Dick
is massively fucked up.
He's
saw that interview with Corey Feldman on The View or whatever it was when Barbara Walters was talking to him, and she was just like, "Oh, surely you can't say that stuff's like, yeah,
oh yeah."
That's why they tried to take him out so badly. Because he knows where the skeletons are buried, including Corey.
Oh God, that is a tragedy there. Yeah,
it was.
Like Jonathan Brandis killing himself.
Yeah,
that crap.
Yeah,
Man.
they're I would say when you look at Hollywood, it's the typical like people on Instagram. You see like these lavish lives and stuff like that. No, they're social media happy. These are very unhappy people.
And speaking of Instagram, this is another great segue, Ryan.
Well, shit. Okay,
he's
let's do it.
He's two for two. This will be a perfect way to close the night out. Chelsea Handler. Remember how she got a show on the E Network because she was fucking the president of the network, and then she broke up with him and she started fucking 50 Cent. Remember that? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Wait, do I have the Pepperidge Farm gif? Yeah, we do.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Well, here she is now, and she's talking about a big problem that we have, and this is beautiful. I don't know if you guys might have heard this by now. This is great.
Sweeping the country, and no, it's not another virus. It's worse. Horny old men who won't stop spreading their seeds. And don't even get me started on these 4 horny old men who have never met a broken condom they didn't like. They cannot stop procreating. Between the 4 of those guys, they have 32 children. Robert De Niro just had his 7th child at the tender age of 79. Elon Musk clearly isn't as old as Murdoch or De Niro. He's not in his 80s, but because of his personality, he may as well be. So how do we protect the women of the world from horny old men? Don't worry, I have a plan to stop this madness, and I'm offering to put myself up for auction for any available octogenarians. You can find me on eBay or DoorDash, and for 20% off, you can use the code SUGARTITS. Actually, maybe all these old men should put themselves up for auction. After all, they are antiques. Horny old men. It's never worth the money. There's a new...
You know, she's in a fight with biology. Like, a top high-value men are going to want to bang attractive women, and I'm sorry, but the wall claims them all. And biology dictates, like, that's the meaning of life. If you ever want to get, like, less philosophical, the biological imperative of men is to reproduce and pass on their legacy genes to others. They look at the healthiest possible specimen, i.e. hot chicks. There's a reason why we think they're hot. You know, healthiness is hot.
Yeah.
That's all that is. You're
Yep.
a top earner and you're trying to spread your seed. That's all it is.
Yep.
It's been this way from the dawn of time.
Exactly. Genghis Khan is responsible for the Asian race.
There was the guy on Rogan was talking about the Mongolian birthmark.
Yeah.
Like there's this blue spot that kids who were genetically descended from Genghis Khan have.
Yeah.
Or the blue spot on their ass.
Supposedly. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I go ahead. Sorry, that's my fault.
Oh no worries. Yeah, my mic's on a delay, or my headphones on a delay, so I really unintentionally. I'm not just being an obnoxious Jewish guy. I unintentionally walk over people, and I apologize for
Once.
that. But yeah, there's rumors that like Asia, the continent of Asia, they've actually pulled out of Southeast Asia and China a red-bearded Caucasoid corpse wearing jade armor that predates the Qin dynasty and all these other like dynasties and stuff. There is a belief that the Mongolians, like the term Mongoloid, not just meaning people with Down syndrome, but that was actually a genetic trait passed around by a warlord, probably one of the Khans or whatever. That's basically everybody that's of Asian descent is related to this Khan. And it's the same way why most Europeans, most white Caucasoid people are related to William the Conqueror.
Goddamn Mongolians!
I had no idea.
Trying to tear down my city wall.
That's crazy though.
Yeah.
The Joseph Santos makes a great point. He says we protect the world from horny old men by setting Chelsea Handler loose. Oh God, no, please, no.
Oh, I was just instead of the Austin Powers bit where he's like, baseball, cold showers. Margaret Thatcher naked on a cold day. He's going, Chelsea Handler naked on a cold day.
Chelsea Handler preventing erections for 10 years.
I was about to say, She has no fucking room to talk when she used to have her
No.
like what stupid talk show where she'd push her boobs up like for every
Yep.
fucking episode to get viewers. Like, get out of here.
Yep.
Like you have no room to say shit.
Chelsea Lately. That
yeah,
was her
that's what it's
show.
called. Yep, Chelsea Lately.
Yep.
Yeah, that was like she was on like what 1 a.m.
Yeah.
So-
It was really late.
Who's up at 1 a.m. except for probably some old dudes spanking their dick?
Watch
when I
it.
used to
That
play
was
WoW or whatever. I would be
the
up
Girls
early.
Gone Wild
And I
commercials.
I have
Yeah,
it was like a
that's right. I
Comedy
forgot about-
Central that she would be on or some shit.
Yep.
And she would turn on, and I'd like change the channel immediately. Like, it wasn't funny
Oh, yeah.
at all.
She's
I was like, "What is this shit?"
See it. Godzillionaire says Mongoloid Big Ange has entered the chat.
God damn it!
I mean, how many jobs has she gotten? Because she could, probably suck the golf ball through a garden hose.
Oh, I guarantee a bunch of them.
Because
She
she's
pulls
I
fucking
mean,
tits out and suck them off. That's it. That's all she does.
objectively, she's not really funny. She never really has
No,
been. Like
she's
my
never
ex
been
used to
funny.
watch her show. It's funny you tell me, and it's like, oh, my ex used to watch that shit. I'd be like, no, bitch, I'm playing PlayStation. Turn that off. Laying in bed and
Yeah,
shit.
she
Just try
is
to put that
not
on. I'm
funny.
like, no.
Well, remember that what was she like Pakistani bisexual thing?
11 p.m. Eastern. She was in Howard Stern's old time slot. Says Shifty Gizmo.
Okay.
Oof.
All right.
Okay. Well, still, that makes sense. It makes fucking sense.
Yeah.
There's no good late night shows anymore. There hasn't been in decades.
No, and
decades.
just for the record, who's missing the late night shows right now? Raise your hand. Seriously, from the writer's strike. Who cares?
I haven't watched one in Jesus almost 20 years. Oh, probably over 20 years, honestly. When I quit watching Letterman, when Craig Kilborn left.
I haven't watched one since Craig Ferguson. I thought he was like one of the last funny ones. Was Craig
Oh
Ferguson?
yeah, Ferguson.
And like when he would say bad words too, like they'd have like the little flags like over his mouth, like and one of them was a pride flag. Go, like all gay like. It used to crack me the fuck up. I would die laughing.
Yeah.
Yep. That's I watched Letterman religiously growing up with my mom, and and it was funny too because literally I can't remember how old I was when I started noticing that Stephanie the intern coming out, the one that ended up he was having the affair with, and I remember telling my mom, I was like, He's having sex with her. She's like, no, he's not. I'm like, yes, he is. I'm like, look at. I'm like, why would he keep bringing this girl, this random like intern out? Like, it doesn't make sense. And all these years later, it was like, Letterman was fucking her. I'm like, it was the greatest I told you so moment I ever had.
Oh, I mean, let's be real. Who in Hollywood hasn't fucked an intern? Get out.
Right.
Of here. That's how.
I think that's just a rite of
start.
passage.
Yeah.
Well, like Norm on Conan. Conan was only funny when it was either Norm on or Paul Rudd. And Paul Rudd was simply because he kept trolling him with that same Mac
and me. Yes.
You know what? You know what was really funny when Conan would have Bill Burr on because he would say wild shit and you watch Conan's face be like, "Oh my god, did you just say that?" Oh, I loved it. When he said that women are so overrated, Conan's like, "What? What? Wait, what?" And he's like, "Women are so overrated," and then the whole audience is like, "Oh," and he's like, "Oh, come on!" Like,
you know, it's the truth.
I get Bill Burr has said some stuff that's a little bit on the woke side, but for the most part, that dude keeps it fucking honest and just
hell yeah,
just goes fucking hard for it.
He's a Bostonian.
Oh yeah, he's based. I mean,
like when Chappelle came out with Sticks and Stones, Bill Burr was like literally right behind it with Paper Tiger, and that shit was hilarious, and everybody was losing their mind in 2020.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you remember you ever hear his "There are no feminists in a house fire" bit?
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, that guy won me over with that one.
Oh my god, it's hysterical.
Yes.
You think there are any fucking feminists on a Titanic? No, I'm a woman. Let me on the boat, please.
Yeah, twist their little buzz cut into little pigtails.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Oh god. I love it. I love he came out with Bill Burr came out with one just last year where he was in Red Rocks in Colorado which is California light. I know, because unfortunately my family lives there. At least they live in one of the smaller like town/cities that's is not super overrun with idiots like Denver and like Boulder are. But yeah, Red Rocks is outside of Boulder, so outside of Denver. Anyway, he went there and he was he told abortion jokes, about kind of like poking fun at the the right wing a little bit, saying, hey, you're killing babies. And it's like, he's like, you know what, he's like, I don't think that men should have any say over a woman's body. But he's like, at the same time, he's like, your ass getting an abortion, you definitely murdered a kid. And he had everybody rolling because he was like slamming both sides. And that was some of his closing material. He's like, for the ride home, let's talk about abortion. That was so funny. I was dying.
God,
his WNBA bit in that show was hilarious too.
Super liberal in Colorado. Super liberal.
Oh,
name the top 5 WNBA players of all time. Name the WNBA team in your city. You can't.
Nope. Nope. Yeah.
Dude.
Well, I know that Colorado turned into California light because they were the first ones to legalize weed. So they're first one in the country. So everybody from California who wants to smoke weeds are like whoosh.
Right.
And once other states started kind of like legalizing it, they kind of dispersed a little bit. It just unfortunately. I'm like, pro. I'm like, dude, if somebody wants to smoke weed in their own house, I don't care. It's none of my fucking business. I just don't want to see it on the streets. And unfortunately, in Denver, you see people, 16th Street Mall just fucking smoking it up, and the cops aren't allowed to fucking scoop them up because the mayor there's a fucking leftist weirdo. So it's Denver's turned into a giant shithole with massive homeless problems.
Here's a perfect example of that. So I live in Oklahoma, and we've got a lot of Colorado ranchers buying land here because in Colorado, it is illegal now to artificially inseminate your cattle.
What?
That kills the industry.
Yes.
Exactly. That was the point. They were trying to kill it off because of the cow farts or whatever the fuck.
Oh, God.
Wow. We are watching
a lot of
an
Colorado
intense
expats in
Holodomor.
Oklahoma because of this shit.
Yeah,
Oy.
dude, this is our government trying to cause a famine.
Yes. And it's always from one direction. Look, I don't like either party. Unfortunately, I'd probably lean more towards like conservative ideals for the most part, but I'm pretty much pro leave me the fuck alone. That's what I am.
Yeah, libertarian for me, baby.
He looks like a bad render of a PS2 game.
God, he's
looks
not
like a-
real.
He looks like
He's
a
not a
game.
human. That is not a fucking human.
That looks like the Zuckerberg version of Weekend at Bernie's. Like he looks dead.
Looks like he shaved his eyebrows off. It's like a melted G.I. Joe figure.
Like what the fuck? Okay.
It's like a wax museum's bad interpretation.
I'm up for a cage match if he is.
Oh man, dude, South Africans, you don't mess with those guys.
I hope that Elon Musk smokes him.
Yeah.
Especially when he admitted on Rogan too of interfering with information on Facebook during the election. I'm like, if the FBI comes to if I were to run a social media company and the FBI comes to me, I'd be like, fuck you, get out of my office, get out.
Yep.
I'm not listening to shit you have to say.
Yeah.
So Zuckerberg is training in jiu-jitsu tournaments already.
Oh, you mean like Steven Seagal?
Elon Musk said he's got a great move that he calls the walrus, where he just lies on top of his opponent and does nothing.
Sounds like my ex-wife.
Oh no, he didn't.
I used to call that the crippled starfish. It's like they just lay there. They just lay there and look beautiful and do nothing.
Oh, the real doll?
Yeah. Oh shit! On that, Zuckerberg is training in jiu-jitsu, bud.
Yeah, we call that Krav Maga.
Yeah,
That's
right.
Krav Maga is judo.
That's Krav Maga is no joke, man.
Hell yeah.
No, that shit's fucking legit.
Yeah, if you want to learn how to fight, take Krav Maga.
You know that Gal Gadot actually was a hand-to-hand combat instructor in the Israeli army.
Dude, I could not love that woman anymore.
Yeah, she was she's the real deal.
Wholesome as fuck. Sorry.
Yeah, except when she decided to sing Imagine.
Oh,
yeah, I you know, and unfortunately, as somebody who I guarantee she probably hasn't spent a whole lot of time in the United States. I mean, I think she kind of got her fame from like what was the first movie she was in?
Fast and Furious.
That's right.
Was
it was the Fast and the Furious franchise. That was like that was her big break.
Yep.
I don't think she was she has a lot of she's very foreign. You can tell by her accent. She did not grow up in the
I
US.
love that accent.
So she was way out of her depth. She thought she was doing something good. She was following probably the other celebrities, and if you know, don't ever. Has she done anything like that since? No.
Got to hear.
Dude, I would love it.
Gal Gadot couldn't beat me up, but I'd let her. Oh, I would absolutely let her. Are you kidding me?
I would kill to have her long legs sit on my face.
Oh my god! Not only that, but she's so wholesome. Like she's not like your typical slag from Hollywood. Like she's got a family. She's got kids. They like a loving that's what I want, man.
I'll give her another
I want
one.
a smoke show like that. I want to live in an Adam Sandler movie. God damn it!
Give her another one.
That's my wife. She's like, she goes, she said, joking around, oh, you should get a vasectomy. We're not having any more kids. I'm like, nah, baby. I'm like, I'm going to be good into my 80s. I'm like, the world may need me. They do.
Hey.
They do. So I told her, I was like, look, I'm just going to start repopulating now. What? Nothing. I love you. You're so beautiful.
I'll tell you what, man. God, we're at a population shortage, dude.
She's not a horse.
Not a horse.
It's
I wouldn't drink your bathwater, but I would at least put my face in it.
Okay, Belle Delphine. She's
Belle
not
Delphine. Oh God. What was the chick that got hospitalized for the fucking farts? She put her farts in jars. No, not Amaranth. No, it was Alinity.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
it was Alinity. Yeah, it was Alinity.
One of those A-named dumb thoughts.
Yeah, it was Alinity. She was also the one that got humped on camera by her dog.
Ew.
It kept smelling her crotch and trying to mount her. It's like,
I wonder what's going on when the cameras aren't.
You're getting humped on camera by your dog.
Oh God, all sorts of things have gone wrong.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Apparently, she didn't know how to make her bed properly.
Oh God.
Well, at least she didn't give the dog monkeypox like those gay guys in France did.
Oh yeah.
It led her down the pathway to white supremacy. Like Miss Scotland there, who bit a guy and then called him the N-word.
Oh, she can call me the N-word any day she wants, man.
I think it only counts though if you're actually black.
Yeah. Okay, she could call me the K word or the G word. I'm
okay. There you go.
I'd be like, tell it to me again slowly. Yeah. Cracker with a hard R.
Male monkey. She called me male monkey.
Was that before or after the monkey bite?
Probably after. I don't know.
Was there monkey shines?
Yeah.
There's a reference to a movie that we rewatched a couple years ago on my birthday, and I was like, oh God, why did I want to rewatch this? I thought this movie was good. Fuck. And it wasn't.
What movie is that?
Monkey Shines.
Oh.
Spoiler, it was not good. It did not stand the test of time very well. Not at all.
Oh, that one.
Oh, with Brendan Fraser.
That's hysterical.
Who knew Brendan Fraser would be the hero we needed?
Corky Romano.
Yeah.
Corky. Anybody want some cookies?
Yeah. You guys want to buy some cookies? Like it's just a face, like.
Oh God! Fucking who made Chris Kattan famous? Whose idea was that?
SNL.
Yeah.
SNL.
Lorne Michaels
And Night at the Roxbury.
I know. Oh, trust me. I remember Night at the Roxbury.
I love that movie.
Oh,
there's
God.
some good ass grabbing going on there.
Was that Dewey? Did you grab my ass?
Yeah,
sir. I'm on the other side of the room. It's literally impossible. I know your tricks, Dewey. On that note, though, we do got to wrap it up because it's time to go over to Big Ange's channel, Angelus Gashton Big Ange, and watch AEW. Hopefully not suck tonight. So before we go, anybody have anything to go ahead and plug in the interim before we leave?
Yeah, I dropped a couple of watch themes on my channel. Trying to get the my sub count out so I can at least get the super chats and that stuff started before I start doing my own live streams on my channel and just talking music. But that's just gonna be fun. And then of course the Legion of Memers meme stream on Saturday. I don't know who our guest is this coming week, but it'll still be fun.
Nice.
Excellent. What about you, Ryan? You got anything going on with the channels?
Yeah, I just dropped my my review for the first episode of Secret Invasion. It's it's about 3 minutes and 48 seconds because I just play a clip from it, and you'll see why I'm pissed off. And that's probably going to sum up the rest of Secret Invasion rolling into the Marvels, because that is a prequel to the Marvels, which is going to be awesome. And then, of course, Friday night's Royal Rumble, on my channel, Legion Talk, where we're going to be talking, of course, Secret Invasion and all other Disney and Marvel and Hollywood-related garbage, because these motherfuckers just can't learn.
No, thank you for being here, man.
Appreciate the invite. It was fun. It's always fun hanging out with the crazy fuckers on the internet.
Absolutely.
All the white supremacists on the internet. Holy shit.
What do we got here for the card tonight, Draven?
This is the card. We got Orange Cassidy and Shibata versus Daniel Garcia and Zack Sabre Jr. We also have a blind eliminator tournament, whatever the fuck that means, for the tag team.
Helen Keller versus Stevie Wonder's corpse.
We got Chris Statlander versus Tay Valkyrie for the TBS championship.
Oh, yeah.
And we got Jeff Jarrett versus Mark Briscoe in a concession stand brawl. Which should be good. And then we got the Hardys versus the Guns.
I was just gonna say, I have a quick question. Is CM Punk gonna hold up another sign again?
Oh God!
Oh yeah, I know. I've seen that.
I support vegan cats.
No, that's definitely not what it was.
No, it's the same thing. I mean, it's not like that. The cats make the decision.
Is he trying to kill his career again?
Comments.
Right.
Kenny did it too. Kenny did the same shit.
Kenny did it too.
These people just fucking learn.
At least they're not doing it on like live TV. Like, I will say that's a positive, I guess you could say, but it's still bad.
Yeah,
it doesn't exist. That's not real. It's like a vegan cat. Mm-hmm. If you see one of those, it's because the cat clearly isn't making the decision.
Right. Mm-hmm. All right. Let me thank the channel members here. We got 71 of them, so I'm going to go through this as quickly as possible. 71 channel members. Yes. We have Kelly What About, Fun University, Dread Gaze, Zombie Box Reviews, Joe's Atmosphere, Sean Estep, Brahma Bull, Scrambles the Death Dealer, Hooded Justice, Horny Alf, Ryan Roger Athay, Commander Phil, Jew Beaumont, A Common Idiot, YSK, Another Monster, Hicks Villain, Darius Munchausen, Trina, Real Hara, Release the McCracken, Awesome One, Midnight's Oblivion, Knucking Futz, First Known Infection, Brightest Day Audiobooks and Science Fiction, The Lovely Sherry, Clone Geek, let's see, Frankie Knows, Robert Willing, Albus, Rooster Dude, Dumbledore, who gifted 50 channel memberships, Joe Hansons, Keely Chow, Nerdettes Gulag, Raymond Candela, Nano Reaper, author Stephen Walton, I Am Groot, Godzillionaire, Stream Elements is somehow a channel member, JB, Zachrot 315, Cody Guy, Tollbat, Black Angus Reviews, Brutal Morningwood, Parrothead, James Knox, Nelson Psychopath, my editor extraordinaire, Good Stuff, Gap After Dark, Black Rose Comics, Justin Proper, Carl, Sultan Al Fahim, Master Bader, Dabian, Donaldson, Fenrir's Fire, Nerdettes Newsstand, Chris Wicks, Glinzer, monoTony, Mr. Grant Gregory, Flair X, Judas Goat Barbecue, Angelus Big Ange Gashton, Normie, Frog G, Tommy the Guinea Pig Collective, Manliness and Motivation, and Superfan, Adam, Pop Pop, Cyclops, Shawhan, and the Wiener Dog Clan. That's all 71 channel members. I want a fight review from Draven and Etep on Brendan Schaub's MMA fights. I don't watch much MMA.
I don't either.
I haven't in quite a while now.
Not unless there's naked women involved. I don't really.
Yeah, I
watch
don't really care about MMA.
Yeah, I think the last time I watched an MMA fight was at like a wing house.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I watched an MMA pay-per-view. But
Yeah,
thank you,
I don't
everybody. Thank you, everybody in the chat. I appreciate each and every one of you guys and gals hanging out with us tonight. And I say guys and gals because, let's face it, that's all there is, folks.
Yep.
I'm Etep Wakuian from the Place to Be Reviews. We've been here with all these. We don't see you. Have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. We'll catch you on the next one. We'll see you in a couple minutes over on Big Ange's channel.
It's better to burn out than to fade away.
I could do this all.
Come on down, Draven.
You're like one down chick, and apparently you like them all.
But you do like them all.
You're lying. I never hit you. You are tearing me apart, Lisa.
Thank you, Papa Cotton, Jason Hole, Figure Drawing, D. Joseph Santos, Brutal Morningwood, Vinnieart, Carl, Shifty Gizm, thank you, everybody. Be sure to tip your waitress. We'll be back with the morning show tomorrow, 9:35 Eastern AM. Bring your coffee and your fentanyl. Love you guys. Have a great night.